Hi guys, it's been a while since I've done a proper video for YouTube. I'm back again because I've been picking up on certain energies that will surface in March this year. And this is very specific to twin flame connections. I understand that firstly, we can't verify 100% if it is a twin flame connection. And there are also connections that have twin flame phases. And there are also twin flame connections that have karmic phases. So, bearing that in mind, this is going to resonate for people who are in connections that have twin flame energies, which also means that it doesn't have to be verified that this is indeed twin flames. So, what are twin flame energies? The main purpose is to bring growth to yourself and to your person. Chances are there are this firstly runner and chaser dynamic. It does flip around every now and then. And then there's also the empath and narcissist dynamic within a twin flame connection. You could also see a lot of mirroring and certain shadows and fears surfacing. Things that you thought you've buried, that you've worked through, could resurface just by interacting with this twin flame connection. So, what are the energies that I've picked up on in March? It is potential reunion, and it is not going to be the final reunion. It's not going to be the final reconciliation. It is about conversations resurfacing. Your twin flame trying to enter your life again. I'm picking up more on masculine entering the divine feminine's energies. So try and knock on the door, check in and see whether you're doing well. You know, how's everything going right now at this point? If I actually think that most of you are already in no contact. Okay, so no contact situation where you might again feel a sense of your person trying to enter your life again. Messages, energetic pull. It could also feel a little bit like passionate. I'm just thinking what I can say here that will not be censored on YouTube. Physical attraction, intimacy, you get what I mean. You could feel certain drive towards your twin flame in terms of attraction. So you do have to contain it well. You do have to do more grounding practices in March or building and leading up to March this year in 2026. So here are two questions that I've pulled for you to review and reflect in March. I know this is really early, but I don't want to miss out on doing this video, when energy leaves. Okay, so I want to tap into this energy right now as I'm channeling, as I've been picking this up for like weeks already. So the first question is, what excuses am I making right now? So in March, if you do experience this turmoil again from your twin flame connection, here is the question for you. What excuses are you making right now for yourself to grow from growing? It says no more waiting, okay? And waiting is a very common occurrence in twin flame connections. You're waiting for your person to text you, waiting for your person to clarify certain things with you, to give you closure whatsoever. No more waiting. There will never be a good enough time. The time is now. Today's soul action. If it's important enough to you, you will find a way. Today, make a decision and do it even if you don't feel ready. Listen to your heart, you will be led. Okay, so you have to trust that. The second thing here that came up is, who am I ready to forgive? I don't think it's relevant to your twin flame, if I may be honest. This is more likely pointing towards certain upbringing wounds that have surfaced from this connection. But ultimately, if you deep dive, you're going to realize that it's actually coming from childhood, coming from parental wounds, things like that, familial, any past conditioning, or even, for some of you, it's going to be a bit sensitive. It could be traumatic experiences in the past. So yeah, you know what I mean. I'm trying to avoid using those words. Okay, so it says, who am I ready to forgive? And it says here, I'm not so sure if you're gonna be able to read this, so I'm gonna read it out for you. It says, I'm not what happened to me. I'm who I choose to become. Is it time to let go, forgive, and move onward? Is your soul ready to forgive someone else or yourself? Forgiveness brings sweet release, freedom and insight. Look at it from their shoes. Notice how you grew and what you learned. Who do you want to become, and how is this resistance holding you from what your soul wants? Today's soul action, again, you don't have to do this back to back with the other one that I picked up. You can do it, across the entire march. Take time for yourself, breathe, allow energies to flow. Today's soul action over here, if it does resonate, it says write a forgiveness letter, then practice the Ho'oponopono prayer today while thinking of the person you are ready to forgive. Okay, this is a very effective prayer. I've used it on my anxiety, my gut issues, and they really, really went away. I don't even know how to explain it. So this is the prayer if you're new to this. It says, just hold on to the body part or just visualize that person. Close your eyes, deep breathing, and you want to speak out loud. I find it most effective when I speak out loud, okay? And say, I love you. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. So just 4 sentences here that you have to memorize, okay? Just say, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. You can say it to yourself. For me, I used it for my anxiety healing and my gut issues, my stomach issues. So what I do is when I drive, I put one hand on like my tummy, my gut area, where I feel uncomfortable all the time. So somewhere around solar plexus energies, chakra, and then I say the prayer out loud and do it enough times, you'll start to see a difference, okay? And you can do it, you can use this prayer on anything in your life. You can write a label like people do in Reiki, write a label about an event or relationship situation, put your hands on the label and just speak the prayer out loud into the paper, channel those intentions accordingly. So here's a reminder before I end this channeling, which is a really short one. I just want it to be like to the point. Is that remember that twin flame journeys are all about reflection. It's all about being a mirror. Whatever you see is a reflection of yourself, your things that you have learned to grow from, things that you have yet to grow from. And if you are familiar with twin flame journeys, you do know that it's a cycle, endless cycles, again and again, until your person is ready to heal and have put in the work to heal. And chances are most of us will not experience a twin flame reunion in this lifetime, and that is okay. That is perfectly fine. Doesn't mean that you won't meet the love of your life. It's very different things, okay? They are very, very different things. You have to know that twin flames are here to bring lessons to you. Reconciliation is never the priority. Although you are going to be motivated by the act of reconciliation, in order for you to grow, that is your motivation. But part of this journey is remembering who you are on a soul level, core level, build that energy up and focus on your own growth. Who am I today? And if you look back in your twin flame journey, you would have realized that this is someone who has inspired you to be creative, inspired you to be even more authentic in your life, to start doing things that feel more passionate. Okay, and I'm gonna leave you guys with that. Any questions? Again, I welcome you guys to drop me an email at hello@akashicrystals.co. Till next time.